Hi there, and welcome to another video. What we're going to do today is a short practice that focuses on engaging with what we might call abdominal breathing. Now, abdominal breathing, when we can engage with it effectively, is a very simple tool that allows us to connect to a state of relaxation and calmness, and that can help us to stimulate our parasympathetic or our calming nervous system state or response. So we're going to go onto the mat in just a moment. You're going to need for the practice either a block like this or something similar, or if you don't have access to a block, you can just use a folded blanket, and you can fold it to a point where it gives you the height that feels comfortable. So let's jump onto the mat and we'll begin our practice. Okay, so we're going to start our practice lying on our backs with our knees bent, with our feet on the ground comfortably. The knees can be slightly apart, feet slightly apart. And then we're just going to start by having our arms alongside our body, our chin ever so slightly tucked, and we're going to close our eyes. And as always, with any practice of this nature, we just want to spend the first few moments just allowing ourselves to arrive in our practice. That means perhaps just feeling the quality of the connection to the ground beneath us, noticing the sensations of the ground beneath our back, beneath our feet and our hands and our arms, and slowly drawing ourselves into this moment, preparing to practice. And as we do so, we slowly begin to become aware of our breath. And at this point, as always, we're not trying to change the breath in any way. We're just tuning in to notice what the breath is doing, how the breath is feeling, and using the breath as a little bit of an anchor for our mind, so that we focus as much as we can on the sensations of the breath rising and falling, rather than habitually allowing the mind just to wander onto other topics or to other distractions. So to start with, what we're going to do is we're going to bring our fingertips to our belly, and we're just going to start to gently massage the abdomen. So it shouldn't be too hard, but you want to at least feel the pressure of the fingertips, perhaps just pressing into the front of the belly, and then maybe moving up slightly along the center line towards the ribs, and then maybe kind of coming out to the sides, just underneath the side ribs, in between the space between the lowest rib and the hips, just in whatever way feels comfortable, just allowing yourself to indulge, to enjoy, to notice the sensations in the belly as we gently palpate this region. Just continue to do this for a few moments, and we're just trying to draw our mind into connection and to become more sensitive with the sensations in the belly. So when you've done that for a few moments, you're then just going to place your hands comfortably across the middle of the body, across the belly, and just let the hands settle comfortably and easily here. And just continue to breathe comfortably, and what you may notice is that each time you breathe in, no matter how short the breath is, there's perhaps just an ever so slight rising of the belly. And then also notice that as you breathe out, that the belly just softens and releases back down towards the ground. That movement may be very, very small. And for some of us, we may not even notice that movement at all. So don't worry about that for now. But either way, just tune in to the feeling of the breath. And you can also notice perhaps that the hands also move as we inhale and the belly rises, and as we exhale and the belly moves down, the hands also move as well. Now we're just going to see if we can breathe into the belly So there's almost no movement in the chest. And as we breathe in, just allow the belly to expand as you breathe in. And then as you breathe out, just release the belly. And then towards the end of the exhalation, just see if you can draw the belly down towards the spine ever so slightly by gently engaging the abdominal muscles. Then you soften the belly, and as you breathe in, you allow the belly to expand. And as you breathe out, you just slowly release the belly, allowing it to soften, and then ever so slightly just engaging those abdominal muscles and just drawing the belly down towards the spine. Very little effort. And just continue to breathe in this way. Seeing if you can visualize that as you breathe in, you're bypassing all of the other areas of the body, the chest and the ribs. You're just breathing directly into the belly. And the belly expands nice and comfortably. And as you breathe out, you're just releasing the belly and then slowly contracting it down towards the spine. So just continue to breathe in this way, trying to perhaps make the breath a little bit slower and steadier with each cycle of breathing, but not doing this in a way that creates any additional tension. The feeling that we're looking to cultivate in this practice is one of a steady, smooth, and pleasant breath, where we notice that the belly expands as we breathe in, and we notice that the belly releases and then ever so slightly contracts as we look to extend the length of the exhalation. So continue to breathe in this way, trying to let the belly be as soft as you can as you inhale, and then not releasing the breath too fast as you exhale, so that there is a steady movement towards emptying the lungs and drawing the belly all the way back down towards the spine. As we do this, we want to try to keep the rest of the body still and at ease. We'd like our eyes to be closed and for our face just to be nice and soft and at ease. So let's continue breathing in this way for maybe 2 or 3 more cycles of breath, continuing to tune into, to key into the sensation of expansion as we breathe in, and release, and then a gradual, gentle contraction of the abdomen as we breathe out. Making this your last breath in this way. And then when you finish that breath, you can just take your arms to the side. Palms can be facing up or down, your choice. And just return to a natural breath, not trying to control that breath in any way at all, but just continuing to place the mind into connection with the sensations of each inhalation and each exhalation. And just take a moment to notice how you feel. To notice how the breath feels as a result of just these few rounds of abdominal breathing. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to take our block, we're going to place it under our lower spine, just below the sacrum, and again, just in a position that feels comfortable. And then once again, we're going to place our hands on our belly. And we're just going to see if we can engage a similar breath, where as we inhale, the belly expands, and as we breathe out, the belly moves down towards the spine. So coming back into a comfortable pattern of breathing, with a comfortably slow inhalation allowing the belly to expand, and then a comfortably slow exhalation allowing the belly to move down towards the spine. And you may notice in this position with the block that it requires less effort to draw the belly down. Just the position of the body and the effect of gravity just helps to bring the belly down to the spine with more ease. So just continue to breathe in this way, tuning in once again to the sensations and doing our best to continue to cultivate a smooth and pleasant breath, one that doesn't accumulate tension and one that matches our capacity in terms of a comfortable length of breath. One that doesn't cause us to need to take a deeper breath on the following, or that we may feel out of breath at some point. So expand on inhalation, release on exhalation. Remember, we almost want no movement in the chest at all, and the rest of the body is still. Let's just take 2 more breaths in this way, keeping the eyelids gently closed and tuning into the movements of the body with each breath. And then after that final breath, we can just gently remove the block from underneath us, placing it out the way. Extend the legs so that they are flat on the mat. Take the arms out to the side. Returning to a natural breath. Just take a few moments to notice how you feel as a result of this short breath practice. And then we gradually come back to our surroundings as we end the practice here for today. So that was a short practice that you can easily do on your own at home. And of course, with this kind of practice, if you're feeling particularly comfortable, feel free to take any of the stages or all of the stages and just extend them for a duration of time that feels comfortable or that you can fit in day to day. So thank you once again for joining me. Take care and see you again soon. Namaste.